And we're on Savannah, and Chef has just got ISIS, right? Did I see correct? Yes, he got ISIS. So he's with Fox. Shia is with Fox and J4 with Chef. So Chef, ISIS, and he has pretty nice starting position here with those two rhinos. And J4 is going for his obvious Thor. And does he see some good spot there? No, he is forced into berries, so that's not really a great start he was hoping for. And looking at the Shia, or rather Fox first, he's going for the berries as well as an ISIS. And Loki, Shia, it seems he saw, well, just the one giraffe. And he doesn't have anything really close here. Yeah, here is the rhinoceros, but he has just 4 wheelies, so that's not enough to take it down really without any losses there. So maybe he'll be forced to go back into the berries there. As we're playing Savannah, you have TCs at the back, as is usual, and there is some nice hurt for J4 behind his base in case he gets into some kind of trouble, and a patch of berries as well, together with some back gold. This is a very nice position, possibly for Chef, but it's very far away. I'm not really sure he will go for it. That's really far. And Shia is just now just looking at the back, and here is a first relic. 300% infantry attack versus Titans. That's kinda not very useful. And he has a very nice spot in the back as well, with a lot of huntables, sorry. Now looking at the Fox's base, he has some nice back gold there, same as Shia. And has he found? Yeah, he has found a very nice spot with another hunt. It's going to be pretty much fine there. Chef has just discovered his front TC. And Archiballista, Cheruballista, +2, +2 LOS and range. Well, okay, but not really anything he can capitalize on. Maybe for J4, but not really all that great rally here. And this TC is kind of far away from Fox, but at the same time it's not really all that very bad position, but not great either because he will be open pretty much there. But looking at J4's third TC, well, that's middle of the map, actually more on Fox's side, so that's not really that great for him. He has some nice hunt here and gold right next to it, so if he manages to secure it, it will be a nice spot, but it's really not very cool. Shia's 30C is also a bit forward one. It's not as bad actually as J-Force, but it's very close to the threat of Chef. It's going to be a kind of a battlefield here most probably between those two town centers. This is another nice hunting spot discovered. One giraffe, some sheep and rhinos. And we are at 338. And J4 is building a temple and will be up in it soon. How is it looking for Fox? Yeah, he's just going for some standard boom, it seems. And we see that Shah is already up in. And how far is he going to go with this Hersir to build this forward base? Will he go as far as this 30C? J4 is right now up in.
Yes.
And he's sending his Ulf forward as well, so he might build this base around this TC. And Shia just went for the relic. He wants it at his base so that no one else gets it really. Fox is still not advancing, and how about Chef? Chef is at half time and he'll be soon up. And Shia is just now, so Are you going to use this guy to build anything, or are you just raiding? He's probably just scouting here to find the village first. Yeah, he's building at his base a second temple for the Hersirs, of course. That's what you would expect from Loki. And J4 is through Force City and building at his base, so he's not really keen on going into anything forward there. Chef is just now up, and is there any sign of what he's doing? He's preparing for a fast heroic, because he's building his armory, walling, and some stuff. Also barracks. So he's preparing for all the eventualities. While Shia is really moving forward with his hunters. Basically, why not? Because he won't be under pressure. There is a new relic, which is 20% myth unit crush armor. That might be quite nice for Shia actually as a Loki, as his Hersirs are about to generate quite some mythical units. Fox is just now, almost 6 minutes. And we can see that Shia is really going for it here. And we can see some chef fight between Sphinx and Pharaoh. It's not really going to go well for the Sphinx there. So far, Chef is kind of managing the situation here with just one barracks and some trees there against those mythical units. But that won't really last for long. Is he building another something here? Not really, so he's just hoping he'll do with what he has. Yeah, this should really... He should really try to get something into it to block the path here. And J4 is trying to find anything. It is raiding cavalry. And is looking at the back here. But Fox saw him and went safe early enough. There in the back, well, Chef is just trying to cover as much ground as he can to discover what is going on, and Shia isn't really going to continue with the fights and is going for his second TC. J4 is going for his second as well. He has to take the back one because they are not really in an offensive position and this would be pretty open there. And since he's going for the raiding, he doesn't really want to be under pressure anywhere without any protection, because that would just force him to take the army back into his home. As you can see, Fox is doing standard ISIS, so he's going for a master heroic here. And he's half time, and with this extra gold he's gathering, he'll be able to make some early Migros, and he might just as well build it around here, around this gold to secure it. J4's raiding is so far not doing all that much because he doesn't have luck on finding any villies, because there are none in the back really. And looking at the chef, he's just up in as well through Nephthys. And he will be trying to secure this TC. As you can see, Fox is looking forward to do some damage to J4 while he's raiding. Now finally J4 locked into some villies. That was a very nice catch. And how's it looking at this battlefield? Well, since Chef has a counter unit to the Hersirs, Shia is basically forced to escape. But right now, reinforcements are coming in, so this situation might not be as clear now. And now we have Chef through to heroic, but at the same time losing this battle. Fox is deciding to bar J4 from his 30C, which is the correct spot, and well, it's pretty much okay here. Chef is probably building Migdol in his base right now, because he doesn't have really a good position to do pretty much anything. Yeah, he just decided to take the TC to boost his echo, because he's fighting right now 1 versus 2 TCs. It's never a good fight. And this Migdol is coming out here, and not really in a nice spot. Fox is really going for it here, and cast his ancestors in an attempt to do something here. But it seems that J4 got him in a place he wanted. But, well, here we go. And J4 is out of his army. Fox is controlling the healing spring. This is going to help him immensely as well. And siege towers are slowly trickling in. And they don't really have that far to go. So it's very close and very dangerous for J4 right now. Chef was able to defend his position here and is trying to push forward to secure his 30C. But at the same time, Shia is battling some rhinos here. Well, whatever floats his boat. But he's trying to find some willies, and if he goes even further, he might find the trade here. Fox's push is going on. He has now 3 towers that are just wreaking havoc in J4's base. And, well, why don't you send those in to get healed by this spring? Anyway, Chef went to help, and Fox is obviously forced to flee back a bit, but this will allow Shia to do something, and he just missed those markets, it seems. Just missed those, but he'll be going into the backside of Chef, and while he's going back, this will at the same time J4 open to some aggression here. He has some safe villies here in the back, so his economy is not really compromised, as you can see. But he's not really having much of an army here. And if Fox actually takes to raid him and manages to find this spot, that's gonna be pretty much GG for J4. So let's see how Shia does with his attempt at raiding. Well, not very well, because Chef is just killing him through the chariot archers, and in the middle Chef is actually pushing, because he was able to amass some siege towers there. Shia has went just braggy and will have some flaming weapons, but doesn't really have the army for it right now. And we can see Fox trying to raid a bit here, so he's he will probably find this right spot in time, and Fox is actually taking the J4's third TC. Well, of course, why not? As you can see, Shia has already taken his third as well. And in the middle, Shia has decided to go for the flaming weapons because, well, obviously, when you have 6 siege towers there, that's a lot of siege power there against the TC. And we have some nice upgrades there. Medium and nothing else yet. And how's it looking here? Nothing yet at Chef's side. J4 has built some army here, so he's for the moment safe, but yeah, as I said, Fox, that was just a matter of time before he found out all the J4's willies. This is painful to watch. Every time you have some kind of amassing of willies such as this, it's very risky, because as soon as it's found out by something like a mobile unit like the chariot archers, you're in for a lot of trouble. You might not even lose the Vilis, but you will be stomped at the echo and you will run out of resources pretty soon. The priests, they have some up here from the ISIS. And this attack just not happening yet. And what is happening here? Chef is basically dealing with Shia. Well, kinda okay. And J4 is going for some flaming weapons of his. And that's a good spot, because he's probably at the population limit looking at his army. And you won't really get a better spot than that to play the flaming weapons. And he has some upgrades, so it's okay. And all the siege towers are gone. And since he has a lot of raiding cavalry, those chariot archers might be coming down as well. On the north, Shia is actually managing to get into the chef's base. It seems it's mostly because of the generated myth units from the Hersirs. As you can see, Chef doesn't really have any priests. Right now he's just building one. So yeah, that's probably what happened here. The myth units supporting the push. But it still means that Chef is at 2 TCs right now. And J4 got as far as this TC. He managed to kill the Migdol, which is a very big bonus for him. And now we can see those black guys coming up. Oh, some idols, pretty nice ones. And J4 is probably going to double on Shia right now. He's going to go right into the middle, maybe. Or not. I was expecting that would probably be a very nice play there. Because it would force Fox to go there as well. And with Chef's ability to spend some units close to his home, it might have been fun. Yeah, got some idols there. Very nice. And, well, Chef is trying to attack, but at the same time Shia had the exact same idea. And Chef still has the ancestors with Eclipse. On the south, J4 is... It seems he's really winning here, because Fox hasn't taken advantage of his extra TCs here. This is third of J4, but he has 2 empty behind his back, and he should really capitalize on this sooner rather than later. Come on, stop this for these Phillies. Yeah, he had a bit of time to at least harass them. And Fox just noticed that J4 is going there, and on the north, Shia is really going into Chef. But this is a defensive position which Shia has a hard time breaking through, because he doesn't have any sieges and not enough piggies really. And what's this massing of army here? Maybe Fox could try another raid. J4 has a ton of villies on this gold, which will soon run out, which might be actually problematic for him, because the next gold seems to be here, and that's very forward, so he better secure this position here. Yeah, Ashia is actually going here, so he will probably... Yeah, he's going for the base, it seems. And will this prompt Chef to go to help, or will he use it to attack this forward base? There's a lot of villies here, literally a ton. So he could really do a lot of damage if he decided to go there. Chef is trying to take this TC, but she had just found him out. But since Chef has his main army here, that should probably go up without too much problem. But as you can see, Shia is going up here into the middle. Oh, that might be kind of interesting. J4 is in the base from the back as well. And Justin Balder. So it's going to be Ragnarok right on, and maybe even to repel this kind of raid. Yeah. That's kind of unfortunate timing for Shia. Fox probably won't be up in right now. Yeah, he's not. And how is it with Shia? Is maybe he up in? Yep, he's up in through there. J4 is going back because he wants to basically wait for his Heroes of Ragnarok to make the push even stronger. And yeah, this TC is very safe here. Oh, this is a nice bunch of yellow guys. This is going to be a tough situation because 27, 19, actually 24. Wow, this is quite some army. Just a shame for J4 that he doesn't actually have the flaming weapons. If he had, that would most probably be GG, but this might be as well. And we have Fimbulwinter, which won't really do all that much, thanks to the fact that J4 just doesn't have any release right now, so it won't do any harm to him at all. Now, where are his ups? He has the baseline, so it's fine. And he has at least heavy chariots, Fox. But this is just a hard battle for him to fight. Shia is doing very good against Chef, or very good. He seems to be pushing all the time. TC has gone down, and actually Shia is now going up for it. With those 4 bars, that's some kind of siege, as you can use them to take down buildings pretty much okay. And J4 is, well, stomping through Fox really. You can't really say anything else about that. I'm wondering if maybe Chef is going up somewhere. Not really. How's it looking? Shia just went, right? No, it was Chef. Okay, so Fox is the only one who isn't up right now. And of course Shia has to help his teammate because this Ragnarok is really strong. Well, J4, you have quite a nice bunch of army here. Join the fight here. Yep, just noticed that's a Destruction Derby on the TC. And Ancestors to repel that, okay. So that's the defensive AE. And will it come down? It... well, it just will. So it paid off in the end. But Fox will lose his TC as well, because this just can't be stopped even with the use of the mercenaries, really. But still the fact remains that Shia is sitting at 4 TCs, while Chef is at 2. And J4 right now on 1, so as soon as he loses his Heroes of Ragnarok, well, he doesn't really have all that many TCs to rebuild his economy from. The TC is down, so that's the main objective fulfilled. And how's it going here? Yeah, Shia is trying to build some forward base, but Chef is not really in the mood to let that happen. And we have siege works coming up, so that will be catapults coming up soon as well. Still no further ups. And this is the bunch of heroes dead. And right now, that's most of J4's army. Almost all of it. Nice catch by Chef on the Willies here. Pushing on the Fox even further. Because right now it's basically J4 gone, Fox gone, so it's pretty much up to Chef and Shia. And that's 2 versus 4 TC battle. But Fox has a very nice position here for gold gathering. That's pretty much all Anagi needs. So he'll be able to rebuild in his base pretty much okay, and he is right now. J4 is trying to take this TC. And, well, he might not be allowed to do so. Because these guys are pretty upgraded into champions. Yeah, this TC is not coming up right now. There was some raiding going on, but the Willies managed to escape. And how's the other raiding? Oh well, from 2 sides. Also nice catch from Chef. And how about this TC? Yeah, he's using Elise to kill it, so that will most probably come down quite soon. But at the same time, a lot is going on into the J4's base. Oh, that's a lot of army. Without the TC fire, that's a tough spot. And just don't forget, he has just heavy, and Shia is at champion level, and he's already making some blacksmith upgrades, so it's going to be even stronger. Yep, this TC is not going up, and this either, so this seems like a GG. And here Shia is also doing all he can to stop Chef from advancing, and he's really succeeding. But here, wow, that was a very nice raid. You can remember there was a lot of Willies here, like 10 or 15 or some such. So it seems like all of that actually died to this. And are we continuing with the slaughter? Yeah, we are. Well, J4 is making all he can right now. Well, Shia lost all his units, it seems, and he was forced to back off a bit. And we have quite some raiding going on. They got some gathering point here quite nicely. Ox cart. And Shia is trying to raid J4 as much as he can. He's just probably hoping to stall Chef long enough until he can destroy J4 and Fox can rebuild. And he's rebuilt pretty nicely. He has 3 TCs right now. He's taken all these TCs. I was hoping he would take sooner. But right now, it's actually in a nice spot. He's probably on a very low number of Willies right now. But that doesn't really matter. Because he has the TCs and he can rebuild much faster than J4, who is running just on 1 TC. And went ragnarok, so he didn't have any Willies to help him. And here's the continued raid from the Chef. Still that one band. I will probably live right until late deaths. And yeah, Elise upgraded. Okay, at least the basic line there is upgraded, and that's enough because this will take down the TC, especially with the support of these catapults and mercenaries. Migdol is going up, which means that Chef is really taking this seriously and hoping for securing this position. What's really interesting when you see the teams that DoD isn't actually trading right now. They are still not trading, just one market ready for Shia, but not really anything going on. But Chef is trading all he can. That's going to help him a lot, because obviously he will have a lot of gold, do some mercenary spam as he is doing, and that's a thing that can turn the battle pretty easily. The TC is down, and Chef, well, he has the release ready here, so he's hoping for some kind of better situation here to actually make the push for the TC, but he has to obviously make some army first. But why do you need the army when you have the mercenaries, really? J4 is trying to rebuild this TC, and this time it's easy, he will succeed. That's probably a bit careless from Fox. Fox is at this moment thinking most about stabilizing himself and getting himself back into the game, but this could have been prevented, I think, by some Migdos and such. Right now this TC will come up, because chariot archers are not really enough to take care of all these wolves. And right now Chef is going for the TC. I'm not sure if it's the correct time right now. There's still a lot of villas here for Shia who could help in the fight, possibly turning them into Ulfsarks, but at the same time he does need all the resources he can get right now, so he might not be very keen into doing that. Yeah, Villies with their extra damage against buildings doing their job, but Chef really, he means business here, and sending all these Villies. These elephants fly from the boards, that's pretty funny. J4 has secured the position in the middle, so he's on 3 TCs and looking to do some damage to Fox's base. Fox is still not going into Mythic. Or is he maybe up in right now? Still no. It might be a difficult position for him soon, because J4 has already very nice upgrades here. And that's going to be a very tough situation, because Fox doesn't have any upgrades. And yeah, DoD decided to call it a day, because as I've said, J4 was on the offensive there, and Fox didn't really have the power to stop him. But it was really well played. It was back and forth, very interesting game. And you couldn't be sure who was going to win there. Let's look at the post game real quick again. Yeah, Chef, 108 civilian units, that's the 28 trading camels there. And it was one of the things I was missing, because dots weren't really trading at all. As you can see, ups, yeah, Fox without any ups, really. He was on the back foot there the whole game pretty much, or whole game. He was doing very well until J4's Ragnarok came and that killed him very bad. Even though it cost J4 all his villies and army, it was really worth it, and Fox was too slow to recover from that. Alright, that was a very good game. GG.